Well, hey YouTube, so today guys, we're coming back to a previous review. This is the VACNITE Smart Pet Feeder review, and the video could have been better, so I'm going to come back here and do a more comprehensive review than last time. I now understand how to use this thing a lot better than before, so I do think this can be a lot better here. So the first thing you want to do is, after unboxing this process, unboxing is very simple. I don't think you guys need any help with that. Once you unbox it, the first step is obviously plugging it in. It comes with a USB power adapter. I plugged it in already here, as you can see right here. It's plugged in. And then the port here is in the back here. The port is in the back here. You plug in the DC power port right here. I'll pull it out for you right here. So you pull it out, and you want to plug it back in back here. So if you had trouble finding it, it's going to be back there. So the next step here is going to be unlocking. Unlocking could be difficult for some people if you've never done it before. You want to firmly press your finger. Make sure you firmly press it and hold it like that. See, if you do it like that, you won't have any issues. But if you just lightly do it, it's not going to work. So make sure you put ample pressure on it while doing that. So we have a variety of different features here. You have the left and the right buttons here. These will adjust the rest food levels here. You see the rest food levels here? They do change. So you can do that. You can change the meal time. You can change the meal size, all using these buttons here. You can also use the setting bar. The setting bar can also help you determine which category you want to pick here. So you click settings. If you click the settings bar, you can choose between meal time, the meal size, and the rest food. And the left and right keys here are for changing the numbers once you've selected the proper column here. And if you want to click back, that does revert the progress you've already done. So pretend you put in the wrong number and you want to go back to the old number. You press the back button here and it will do that. This is the power button. It's it's pretty self-explanatory. So guys, once you turn that thing off, hold down the power button again, and that's going to turn the screen back on. Just be aware that may take you a couple seconds. It's not instant. So you hold it down for about 5 to 10 seconds here, and you should be back to this page here. So you have this button here. This is actually probably the coolest button on here. What this button does is going to open up the tray here, which is where your animal is going to be able to eat the food from. So if you want to click on it like that, as you can see, it does open up like that. So that's really cool. I do like that. That's awesome. That's really cool. I do like that feature. So it's going to keep going for a couple minutes here. You also have the Wi-Fi button here, if you can see this. This is for connecting to Wi-Fi. I've already connected to the Wi-Fi, and I don't want to mess with it. So just be aware this connects to Wi-Fi, but I really don't want to mess with it because I don't want to have to restart the process here. So there's also an application here. It's called Smart Pet. I do definitely recommend you download it. It's right here. You go on and input your Wi-Fi settings. Oh boy. Let me make sure this is on a steady surface here. So yeah, it's fully open here. Make sure you have this thing sturdy. So what you want to do, guys, what you guys want to do is you're going to get the Smart Pet app here. The application process does take a couple of minutes, so don't worry about that. Just give it a couple of minutes, it will work. This thing beeping is because you have no food left. So make sure you put food in here. If you don't put any food, it's going to start beeping like that. That means the food's empty. So basically, guys, once you get to that point, once you got the Smart Pet app downloaded here, type in your Wi-Fi settings and you should get to this page right here. This is the IP address and the information you need for that. You can also input a password on here. If you want to change the password, you just have to go to your settings bar right here. Let me see. So you have these different options here. You can change the password from here, but I like my password, so I'm okay with it. So there is some more cool things you can do here. You look on the top left here, the camera app right there. You click on the camera app, and you can actually get a good look at the camera. It's awesome. You can record videos and take photos. You can also get a live camera here. You can get a little live camera. You see this? See this? So you get a nice little live camera. You can take pictures. You can speak into this thing. Let's speak into it. Let's try that out. And I actually had never tried that before. So here we go. You hear this? You guys hear this? See, there is a delay, but you can actually hear the audio from here coming into here. Do you hear that? So that's really cool. So you have to hold down this button here to get that to work. For snapshot, it's self-explanatory. It saves it for video. So for video, now it's recording the video here. So yeah. That's really, really cool that it does that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, guys, it just finished doing the recording here. So that does go to your settings bar. You go to your settings bar. You can go check that out here. You have a reward option. This is for if your pet does a good job here. And now it's time, guys, to put in the pet food here. And let's give this thing a shot. So to do this, you want to pull off the cover. There's a little handle here, so make sure you kind of press down on it You see this? Press down like that. You push up. So I have pet food right here. So let's put this in here. So we got some pet food, and that's giving me the indication here that the pet food is in there. So it's time to make a reward here. We're going to start small. We're going to start with about 10 grams of food here, which is very little. You see that? 10 grams. So we're going to hit reward here, and let's see this bad boy work. So as you guys see here, the food is now coming down here. You see this? So yeah, just give it a couple seconds and don't worry, it will work. As you can see here, there's ample food here for the pet. But I think you guys may want to see more than this, right? So I'm going to put the food back in here. We're going to do the 200 milligram test here. We're going to test how this thing can handle a large volume of food here. So 200 is the max here. Let's see what happens. Here we go. So as you guys can see here, it can handle large volumes of food at a time here. And it does it with relatively fast pace in here. So yeah, it's coming, man. It's going. See? There it goes, man. There it goes. It's doing a very nice job. And I did not put that much food in there, so hopefully it doesn't run out of food. But it's doing a great job at the moment. So while it's doing that, we can check more stuff here. You have the automatic feeding option. This thing will automatically feed at these specific times here. Because I do not have a pet here, I'm going to turn these times off because this thing will go off, man. This thing will go off at that time. So these are the times here. I'll worry about that later. You have a feeding record. You can see how much food you're giving your pet here. As you can see, my pet is not eating too healthy at the moment. It's getting way too much food. So yeah, just be aware of that option there. You have pet information here. This is information you're gonna have to input on your own. It obviously doesn't know what type of pet you have, so you have to input that information on your own, and it can give you some information about how to better take care of your pet. So overall, guys, I do think I did a much better job kind of describing to you how this thing works and why it's so cool. I really do like this thing. I love that it has a camera option that can record video, the intercom coming from your voice, pictures. Like, before we go here, I'm going to go into my File Explorer app here. And I do want to take a look here at the videos I've recorded here. I do want to see where they stored it. So I'm going to go into my documents here. It should be in the internal storage of my computer here and my phone here. Just give me 1 second, guys, and let me go find it for you. So guys, to find the video file, it's very simple. Go to your internal storage. I use a File Commander. In File Commander, I did a search for Hongxi, and Hongxi has the 2 MP4s we just recorded here. As you can see here, there's the MP4 we just recorded there. So overall, I truly do recommend this thing. This is by far the coolest pet feeder I've ever seen. So yeah, overall, guys, really hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you, and if you do want to purchase this thing, I will have an Amazon link down below. Make sure you guys subscribe and like this video, and this was sent to me for review. So yes, thank you and bye.